Hear about the Cole album? Hear about it. I got the Cole signal from all fellow coal miners. Every true diehard J. Cole fan got the fucking signal at the same time. I've been listening to it all day. I was grinding Hitman for 8 hours listening to the fucking album. Here's my thoughts. Kendrick's first diss was like 95% at Drake with a little bit at J. Cole. So what we really need is a Drake response. For this to be true beef, we need a good Drake response, okay? But J. Cole jumped in, and I, of the three, am probably the biggest J. Cole fan. I've listened to more J. Cole than I have Drake, and I've listened to more J. Cole than I have Kendrick. In terms of hours, I just like J. Cole. I feel like if there's a spectrum of like super broad mass appeal pop is Drake, and then like more introspective artsy is kind of Kendrick on that side, and J. Cole's like not popular enough to be Drake, but not quite smart enough to be Kendrick. He's kind of like the middle ground. That's why I like him. That's where I fit. I'm a little middle child of this. So I fuck with J. Cole. All right. That being said, this is not that hard of a diss, you know? Half the song is him saying how he loves him and respects him, and he's a brother. There's not really a fucking, it's not that hard of a diss. And I gotta be honest with you, even as a J. Cole fan, the big diss bar is like this. It's, your first shit was classic. He's talking about Good Kid, Mad City. Widely agreed upon classic. Then he says your next shit, or your last shit was tragic. He's talking about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. That's the recent one. Didn't hit that hard. Generally, people didn't like it in any streams. But then he says your second shit put people to sleep, but they gassed it, which is To Pimp a Butterfly. He's trying to say like it's a sleeper music that people just pretend to like. I don't think that's true. But that being said, I don't replay it a lot. That being said, I looked up the streams. It still gets more streams than like every J. Cole album. So it's like, still, what's crazy to me is that criticism, which is that it was gassed up, but it puts people to sleep, could be applied to a number of J. Cole's albums. And then he says, your third shit was great and that was your prime. So he's talking about Damn. So in his diss, he has heavily complimented 2 of Kendrick's 4 albums, left out his hidden classic Section 80, and then said one of them is loved by people, but is not that good. Which is like, that's not even really, he just basically said your last album wasn't that good. That's the only diss in there. So that's barely even a diss. And I just gotta be honest with you, dude. Like, let's look back. We can look back right here at some J. Cole albums. It's just insane to be talking album classics versus Kendrick. I love J. Cole. Again, what I'm saying, none of this shit holds up to Good Kid, Mad City. None of this shit, not even close. J. Cole doesn't have any album classics on the level of Kendrick. So it's weird to go after him for that. Like, that's the area you shouldn't. So I don't know. I don't think this diss is like hitting that hard. I don't think it's knocking Kendrick down a peg or anything. But that being said, rest of the album, I like this album. I think J. Cole's having a bit of a prime. I think he's in form. I sort of looked into it. He's been doing these. The song is called 7-Minute Drill. He's been doing these 7-minute drills where he tries to make a song in 7 minutes over and over every day to get better at it. He had a really good quote. I wish I could find it because it kind of stuck with me.
So it was like, yo, do you really want to look back 10, 20 years from now with this music shit and be like, the reason you didn't make it in music because you ain't put in the work? So I was like, fuck it. That was where the warm-up came from. Every day, nigga, I woke up, wrote verses, made beats. Remember I told you about the 7-minute drill? Mm-hmm. Like, I put myself through drills. I really try to work on my craft to like just reach new heights and push myself. So
I mean, this is actually a funny monologue over him getting on a private jet, but the whole idea I think he says here is basically that like a lot of his favorite rappers that he watched when they got big, they started making money and they started getting comfortable and they stopped practicing, they stopped being hungry, they stopped grinding on the music, and the music got lazier, it got worse. And so he like really took the time to put himself through practice again and try to get better. And that's kind of what led to this, what he's working on right now, which is cool. And it shows for where he's at in his career, he's still sharp, which is cool. It's a good mindset. Overall, the exciting thing is that now Drake has to get involved. I feel like he has to, bro. Kendrick's got to respond, and then Drake's got to say something, and then now we get a true fucking 3-way beef. Pusha T comes back in, finds another Drake kid. Then we get an exciting one last hurrah of these legends in rap before they get too damn old. Fucking J. Cole's like a year off 40, bro. So's Drake. I mean, they got to get this beef in now. J. Cole is a great rapper. That being said, Kendrick will smoke him. I mean, I think they're both good. That's the thing, is I think output matters, you know? Kendrick takes massive breaks, bro. I think features matter. J. Cole's got great features. But I just think coming at Kendrick for albums is crazy because no one's doing it like him. Hey, would you respect Biden more if he was featured on a J. Cole track and his verse was fire? Of course. Absolutely. That would be incredible. That'd be an all-timer. If he was just on a track, I would respect him more. But you're telling me that Biden comes with that heat? Biden comes with fucking smoke on a J. Cole track. He steals the show. He ethers him. Hey, Truck, I have an extra ticket to see J. Cole this weekend if you want to come. Unironically, I do. But I would not be able to. This is a problem I have in my life. What I've realized is I have made not enough friends that share some of my deeper passions. Like, I love all my friends, but I don't have many friends that love business, nor that love hip hop. I don't have any friends that really want to geek out about Kendrick versus J. Cole, nor do I have any friends that want to sit there and talk about how the Treasury bond won't find a bid because Janet Yellen is stuffing the market. Like, I was thinking about this because it's tough to do it when I'm just fucking talking to the ether. Like, I think on a podcast type environment, or like I need a one-on-one, I want to talk to somebody with some knowledge that I can go back and forth with. It's tough. I need to search. I need to broaden my horizons. I got a job at a summer camp just to yap at kids about plant shit. You love talking about plants so much, you got a summer camp job just to tell children about it? They're even less interested. That's a crazy strategy. But I guess that's what I sound like for the same thing. So, thoughts on Kendrick versus Cole? I just talked about it. But my thoughts are that I am a fan of both. I may even be a bigger fan of J. Cole, but I don't think the diss was anything crazy, though it doesn't need to be. It also wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? He was like clearly like, yo, I love you and I respect you, but I gotta hit you with some bars. Your last album was kind of mid. That's basically all it was. But it is exciting. Do you know what I'm saying? It's still exciting because it's two people who are good at their craft kind of trading bars a little bit. It's not all friendly, good times. It's like a little bit of, it means that Kendrick might say something back. He might make some music for once. Drake might get involved. We might get some it could be good. We haven't had a fucking good old fashioned rap beef since Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly, we haven't had a good one with two people at the top of their game since fucking Jay-Z and Nas. There hasn't been an actual good rap beef. Oh, I guess you could say Drake and Pusha, but Drake didn't say anything. So it's like, it's not really, it's just Pusha did all the beef. Ye and the Jewish population. That was a beef. That was a true beef. That was an on-site beef. Bro just forgets about epic rap battles of history like it's nothing. Yeah, I forgot about the beef between Stephen Hawking and Bill Gates. I forgot about Bieber and Beethoven, bro. That was some fucking real. That was that real. Hitler and Darth Vader. Bro forgot Sidemen diss track season. Yeah, I guess I did forget about Sidemen diss track season, bro. I think Kendrick once said in an interview that rap is basketball, and I think this beat is about playing some basketball. I don't think that is a real quote from Kendrick. This all feels very ad hoc. Also, Kendrick's like 5'2", bro. He's not hooping. UK drill scene has beef. Dude, the fucking Central C verse was pretty good on this album, on HYB of J. Cole. It was good. The album was good, bro. It makes me excited. Although I will say this. I will say one more thing about Jermaine Cole. The way he has been hyping up his next album, The Fall Off, and the way he's asking Kendrick to bring 4 classics in a row, this better be a good album. If this album's not good, it all looks whack in hindsight. He's been really talking a big fucking game about The Fall Off here. If this is like KOD or something, then I'm pissed. What'd you think about Drake's verse? I see London, I see France, I see Kendrick's underpants. It was fire. That was true lyricism. He brought actual art back to the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Hip hop needed that kind of edge, that heat, that fire. I also didn't know he had it. You actually it's poetry is what it is. It's no longer about bars or beats. It's about stories. What did you think when he said K-Dot more like K-Not? I thought it was too far. Bro, I saw that and I said, oh my God. I felt like I was watching a war crime. It was, sheesh, dude. He's actually going in. Are we still in the yip yap portion of the stream? Can we get some certified banner game like Candy Crush? I'm timing you out. I'm timing you out, bitch.